Our next guests, between them, have appeared in some of the biggest movies and TV shows of the last 50 years. Aliens, Star Trek, The Next Generation, Stranger Things, The Commitments, Layer Cake and Beverly Hills Cop. They are finally sharing a big screen together in their latest movie, The Problem with People. And the only problem with them is that they're too damn good in it. Direct from Hollywood via Glass, Nevin and NYC. Would you please welcome Paul Reiser and Colm Meaney? There you go. Well, welcome home, Colm.
Thank you very much. Lovely.
Yeah. That's the exact reception I get nightly when I come home. Yeah. They're always just that excited.
That is the reception you get, Paul, whenever you are here in Ireland and it's your first time on the Late Late Show.
It is indeed,
so
and I'm having a joyful time.
There we go. Also, first time working with this man.
Yes, it was fun. I will tell you that if you have the opportunity to make a movie with Colm Meaney, you should. Yeah, I'd been a big fan of Colm's for years, and didn't you know, you have to make a movie in Ireland because it's contractually he has to be here.
And this was a script that you had been working on for a while.
Yeah, I didn't have a story, but for years I said I just loved Ireland. I had been here years ago and went, I have to go make a movie there. And it took me a couple of years to figure out, well, why would my character go from New York to Ireland? Came up with this story that it's a little, well, you'll have to see the movie, but it's that we play.
I've seen the movie.
Oh, there you go.
You guys are brilliant in it. When you got a script from an American about an American coming to Ireland, what was your first thoughts, Colm?
You know, yeah. I mean, we've all seen certain American attempts of, you know, describing Ireland or not to mention any names.
We took out all the leprechauns.
Yeah. There were a lot of leprechauns in there before I got it. No, but what really impressed me about Paul sent me the script like about 2 years before we shot it, and it was a page turner. I read it all straight through one go. There were great characters, terrific dialogue, but most importantly, they captured the Ireland now. Not Ireland in Darby O'Gill's time or whatever, you know, but Ireland now, and in its diversity and complexity and all the rest of it. And I actually thought Paul must have, because Paul co-wrote the script, he must have spent a lot of time here recently. But in fact, he hadn't. He'd been here once in the 90s.
Yeah, so you guys met a week beforehand, and this man took you for a few beers in Dublin. What was that like?
Well, that's the initiation. He goes, we met for a couple of pints, a Guinness, and...
I mean, what was it like having a couple of pints and going around town with Colm Meaney?
Again, I recommend it, if you have the opportunity. Well, walking around Dublin with this man, it's like walking around New York with De Niro. So, hey, everybody knows him. Yeah. Everybody loves him. But it was great. But the funny thing was, when we met, we didn't talk about the movie. We just started chatting politics and books and family and stuff. And
well, when we finally met, because it
was a little mishap.
Like for 2 years, we texted each other and we had a few Zooms and FaceTimes and things like that. But then Paul, we're actually going to make the movie and we're both in town and I'll finally get to meet him, and we say.
And I had said for years, I said there were so many false starts. I said, I'm not going to believe this movie is actually happening till I see the whites of his eyes.
and you're sitting in Crow Park with him. You brought him to Crow Park.
I did bring him to Crow Park as well. But with the first drink, it nearly didn't happen because he said, I'll see you in the lounge.
Of this hotel.
Yes.
He said, I know the hotel well. I said, I'll be in the lounge and I'm waiting for you. And I'm there early.
Lounge, he meant... I was in. When someone says I see you in the lounge, you'd go into the bar, wouldn't you? You'd be in the bar.
See, well, you're all wrong. By the way.
See,
there's a bar, and then there's the whole couches.
He was in the lobby.
The lobby.
He was out in the lobby in the hotel. So he's sitting out there. I'm sitting in the bar, and
we're both going. This guy's he's not trustworthy.
He's pulling the Hollywood shit on me here now. You know, he's going to stroll in 25 minutes late, but eventually we found each other, and we
Do you know what I love about this, right? Just watching you two guys here. So it's pretty much like watching you guys on screen in this movie because you play cousins who get on, who love each other, who don't get on. Let's have a little look. Here it is.
But I hope you know that you're always welcome. Anytime.
I may just take you up on that. It sure is lovely here.
That it is.
Which is why I decided to build here. Huh? You can't. Oh, no. Not here. There. Remember how you told me your great-grandfather never bought those last few feet? Well, guess what? I did.
And that's where we had
Sneaky.
Yeah,
you know?
sneaky.
Very sneaky.
And that's where we had to come out of that clip because you may have said a bad word after that.
I certainly did.
Well, but just for the record, you know, it's about two cousins who've never met, and they are the third generation of families who've had a fight for generations. And his dad, played by the wonderful Des Keogh, says, "Let's set." What did I say?
Sorry, Kehoe.
Keogh.
It sounded like keyhole, you know?
He was in the lounge.
Maybe
Des
in John
was in the
Kehoe's for a
lounge.
pint.
And yeah, but that's good. Correct me on
No,
my
I was-
television. But anyway, so he invites me over to Ireland and to bury the hatchet and raise a toast and friendship, and it goes badly. But for the record, he started. I came over in good faith, and then his character is a bit of a sneak. Nah, you did. Nah, you did.
Now
you
he
started.
says it.
So was this your first grey comedy? Was this...
That was a phrase I had never heard. And I heard people, oh, this is great. People are going to love this because there's not enough gray comedies. I went, gray? You mean like half comedy and half drama? They went, no, gray, because you're old guys. I went, oh. It was
Terrible, isn't it?
It's terrible. I'm 37, and you know what? I'm just exhausted.
And you look every day.
Right? I do.
You mentioned when you got together, you were chatting about all different bits and pieces with politics. We got a couple of elections coming up. I know you're flying back.
Yes, I've already voted.
Oh, wow.
And yes, I went the other way. I voted for Jimmy Carter. Just, you know, it might be my last chance. He's an elderly man. No, I voted, but I'm going to fly back on Monday so I can sit all day Tuesday and watch the news, petrified, but cautiously hopeful that it'll be a new day.
You campaigned with your...
Yes, Helen Hunt and I did a little Zoom thing to Michigan, the whole state. It was just getting out the votes, and that's really what it's coming down to. My God, look how young I used to be.
Yeah.
There we go.
That's me on the right.
Yeah. And this is for Kamala.
Yes, it was for Kamala. Well, we don't say that. But...
Colm,
Yes.
you've always been passionate about your politics. We got an Irish election coming up. You're keeping an eye on that yourself, I'm sure.
Yes. Well, certainly am. And yeah, I mean, it's you know, just seems to me 100 years of the same two parties is enough, you know. I mean, come on, 100 years.
You should run for office.
Do you think so?
Yes.
Yeah. Would you do a?
I would
do a podcast.
I
for me?
would do a podcast, with, and they would all vote for you. That's 100 right there.
There we go. Do you think there's maybe going to be a change this time around?
I would hope there'd be a change, yeah. I mean, obviously, I'm of the left, and I've supported Sinn Féin, and I think, I mean, the overriding issue is climate change. For me, the major issue here is housing, and the party with the best housing policy and the best man or person to implement a housing policy is Sinn Féin, Eamon O'Brien. Absolutely. And,
We just need to explain to Paul that Republicans here are different from Republicans in America. Slightly different, so.
I figured that out.
Okay, good.
Oh, he picks up. He's very quick.
Very quick.
I brought him to Croke Park, and he knew right away.
Yes,
That's a foul. That's a foul.
I have a very quick mind, and I said, this is bigger than American football field. It's wider. He went, yes, it's very big. And he was very patient with me. I said, why are they picking up the ball with their hands? I said, that's permitted here. I said, okay, it's a very different game than football or soccer. I don't know if you know that.
I
Yes.
did know that.
Very different.
We know it now. Before we let you go, we've got to talk about a couple of projects. We've got to talk to Colm Recreation. I know you've already filmed that. When can
Jim,
we see that?
Jim
That's
Sheridan,
with Jim?
Yeah. I just did a cameo on that with Jim. Yeah, Jim's in good form. And then, you know, when Jim gives you a call, everybody shows up for Jim.
And who do you play in that?
What's his name? Bailey, yeah. Ian Bailey. But it's a Jim Sheridan film, so I don't know what it's about. He only gave me 10 pages of script. So the rest of it is like, I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to seeing it and finding out. But it was basically, it's an imaginary trial of Bailey, and I was sat in the dock for a couple of days while.
Am I in it?
No, not this one.
No, because it wasn't ringing a bell.
You weren't available, Paul.
No, I understand.
Well, hang on. You're saying were you in it? What we all want to know is, are you going to be in the next series of Stranger Things?
That's a question that I can't address. They're very secretive there. It's like the CIA. You're sworn to secrecy.
Okay.
But
I think we probably have to leave it there.
You'll have to
We're not
watch
getting
it. You'll
anything out
have
of
to
you.
watch it and you'll see.
Okay. Watch
Yes.
it and see. Be patient.
Do you know what I mean? He's sneaky like that.
Yeah.
No, the reason I asked, somebody once told me not long ago, an actor, a very notable, respected actor, approached me and said, I loved your work in that movie, Selma. I went, and I wasn't in that movie. But I doubt my own memory. So, I trusted this guy. I went, maybe I was in Selma. I'm sure if I was, I would have been very good.
People tell me they love all the time. They love me in Gangs of New York.
I'm sure you were very good in that.
You can see Paul in Selma. You can see
No,
Colm
you
in
can't.
Gangs of New York.
You
And you
can't.
can see them both in The People.
The Problem.
In The Problem with People.
There you
Opening
go.
On the 8th of November.
Next Friday in theaters all over.
All over the country.
We just got it.